Hiya, I'm Latte, and welcome to my lore video. I just wanted to start this with a tiny disclaimer, just saying this might not look as polished as other VTuber videos, and that's because I made most of this myself. If anyone helped out in any small or big way, all of the credits are in the description below. Thank you, and just sit back and relax, and let me tell you the story of how I came to be. Thanks! Most stories begin with a once, but this story begins with a wish carried upon a single dandelion seed. It was a strong and powerful wish carried across many miles, and it landed into an enchanted forest of the most extraordinary flowers. This wish grew into a dandelion that knew only beauty that surrounded her, the joyous gasps from others as they gawked at the other flora. All she wanted to be was to be accepted amongst the flowers, and to make people happy as they do. The roses with their petals of silk, the lilies with their enticing aromas, and many, many others. The flowers did not see her as one of their own. They called her a weed and an eyesore. Yet, she did not let that get her down, and lived her life quietly, never losing hope that she could one day make someone happy. She offered her greens to the animals, her nectar to the bees. Her sunny petals never lost their brightness as she grew older. That hope grew dimmer, but she never lost it. Spark was still there. The flowers whispered, saying her days were numbered. Slowly but surely, she began to believe them. And she closed her petals for a time, weeping. She could not fathom the day when a human or an animal would find her and pluck her from her home to be discarded. Yet that ember of hope glimmered and spoke to her. Continue on. Those words became reality, and she bloomed a new coat, which was foreign amongst the garden. White and round like the moon, softer than any petal before. Her hope and dreams were so strong, it grew individual star-like parachutes, wishes for others. Everyone perplexed blew on her coat, making wishes of their own to spread onto the world. And once the flowers knew of the magic, they too picked at her, trying to wish for trivial things. Day by day passed, and she had been picked almost bare. And all beauty she once had was gone. Dejected and sad, all but one starlight parachute remained. Who was she? She was barely even a weed now. The flowers sneered at her once more, and this time they forced her out of the garden, and so she walked and accepted her fate. But something distracted her from her thoughts. A weep was heard, and she came upon an injured hedgehog.
Don't get close to me. I will prick you,
they cried out. But she persisted, insisting they needed help. She took care of them, telling them words of encouragement during their recovery. They, in return, made her laugh and comforted her. And because of this bond, this friendship, she gave them her last wish. If anyone deserved it, they did. They were the kindest to her, even in her lowest state of undoing. And so they wished. As soon as it was blown by their breath, a great white light swallowed up the landscape, and she had thought she had passed. But as soon as she had opened her eyes, she had hands and feet. Magic radiated from her fingertips. What? The skies have seen your life, and you have lived your life for others, filling it with ordinary joys that have extraordinary effect. So we only wished for you to continue on to make others happy and to be happy yourself. The voice, warm, wrapped her in comfort as she gazed down at her hedgehog friend, who now had dandelion-like qualities that puzzled her. My friend, whatever did you wish for?
It should be obvious, don't you think, silly?
They giggled.
To be like you.